But that job started to take a toll on me. It it did. Without going into too much detail, it was just starting to feel a lot like burnout. And the moment that that feeling like overtook my body, overtook my mental space, I knew that I needed to depart. And luckily, the boss slash friend that I now have, she moved into another role at a nonprofit in the philanthropy department. We are a part of the fundraising and development department at Mind and Spirit Counseling Center. And this has been an incredible experience so far. The work that we're able to do is really rewarding. But as I stated, it's starting to play a role in my life that I know is temporary, but it's in the best of ways. And I say this with so much love and respect for what the center does. But I was told by a psychic medium that I conversed with not that long ago that this role is temporary and specific, which is a beautiful mantra. Beautiful mantra. I am still learning so many beautiful lessons right now. I am learning so many beautiful and unique skills that are serving me for my highest good. I believe that 100%. And while this is feeling like a temporary career for me, that temporary aspect could be 5 years, it could be 4 years, it could be 2 years, whatever the case is. I still know that I'm serving my purpose, but in a very unique way. But to come back full circle to tell you that building a business on the side, it's not coming with a ton of time, I will say. That is, again, where this discipline is really key to making this dream come true. That is why these videos that I want to put out and share with you are providing a level of accountability for me. But I also really want you to know the struggles. I want you to know the reality of my life right now. And so last video, it was saying that I was going to be putting together this business plan and talking you through a time tracking energy journal. But I have not had a chance to do that. I hope that this can turn around. And again, this does come with discipline. But I wanted to just be really honest with you guys. I wanted to be honest with anybody who is on this journey with me, that over the last 3, now moving on to 4 years, I have had to compartmentalize my life, prioritizing certain things at certain times. And I know that this traveling wellness studio is going to happen. I absolutely do. This is another thing that I've been reflecting on lately is sometimes you hear from people in the spiritual space or those intuitives that are out there not to share your dreams. Not to share your dreams. And I had heard that about a year ago, which is why it was still really hard for me to come out with this, to express where I wanted to take my life. But now is the time. And I don't know if this is a message for any one of you out there, but now is the time. And the reason I know that these people say don't share your dreams, it's because it's important that you, as the one with the dream that you're sharing, can hold this dream and this aspiration with solidarity, with confidence that you know what you want. And I do. And I do. The thing is, sometimes when you do share something so personal about yourself, a dream that you want to pursue, because it's your dream and it's part of your destiny, anybody else that you share it with is not going to fully understand it as deeply and innately as you do. But I'm here to tell you it's okay. Let them feel that way. Let them have their doubts. But don't absorb them. Okay? We know what we want. If you are on the other side of this video and you're like, I know what I want to pursue. I know what my life path is, what my mission in this world is. Go out and do it. Make one small change. Take one tiny action. And it's going to happen for you. It is. And I think it's really important when we have these thoughts and ideas that come up for us. And it might feel really out of the blue. Okay? I shared a little bit about how this traveling wellness studio started to morph itself from a coffee station to this meditation station that just morphed into this bus, right? And what's really interesting about this is that I had this dream, initially was researching quite a bit, and then I sat on it. And then every now and then, the same kinds of thoughts would come up. You should start looking for shuttle buses. You should start doing this. Why have you stopped? All of these thoughts kept coming back into my consciousness. And then they would dissipate and then they'd go away because life was happening. I was a part of hustle and bustle culture. I started to get back into corporate America. And again, now I'm in this job that I'm in now. But the moment that I began to have these thoughts once again about the traveling wellness studio, it was as if my spiritual guidance was pushing me, literally propelling me forward to make this a reality now. I fully believe that those persistent thoughts, those persistent ideas that constantly come back to fruition, that constantly come back into your consciousness, is your intuition. It's your higher self. It's this essence of you that is wanting to give you the opportunity to feel confident in these ideas, to feel a sense of pride with what you want to bring into this world. It's trying to remind you that you are fully capable of making your dream a reality. And so for the fact that I started to have all these ideas start to percolate one more time in my brain, and let me tell you, the voice and how it sounded is very encouraging. And it's the encouraging voice. It's the one that says, you should pursue this dream. You should move forward with this. That is your higher self. That is intuition. And it's important, so valuable to know the difference between that intuitive language, that voice in your head that you hear that is very encouraging and loving and gentle. Stick with that energy, because the moment you give at least 5 seconds of thought towards that beautiful direction you're being given, if you start to hear the fear creep up, the self-sabotaging thoughts, the self-doubt start to creep in, that is your ego, which is meant to protect you. It is meant to keep you in the familiar energy. Because more often than not, your higher self, your intuition, is leading you down a path of the unknown. But it's then your responsibility It's your ability to respond to that voice. Or are you going to listen to the fear-based thoughts, the patterns, the self-doubt, the limiting beliefs from those other people that have shared with you, oh, you really want to do that? Because they don't understand deep down what these dreams actually mean. And so, really sit with that. Sit with that so deeply. Sit with it as long as you need to, in order for you to start really embracing and embodying this higher self of yours. It's going to pay off. And I know even in my own story and my experience and what I'm going through right now, this is where I'm meant to be. I'm meant to be working this full-time job. I am meant to give myself another opportunity to create a bigger, larger, more extreme version of a dream than I've ever experienced or felt in my life. Now's the time. And so while the business plan hasn't started to be created, while this energy journal I haven't started yet, that is my next step. That is my next step. Because I want to be able to really monitor where my time and energy and attention and awareness is going throughout my days. So this is the accountability that I am looking for from you, but also from me. So with this accountability, with this discipline that I'm going to begin creating for myself, next week, next video, I will share with you my time tracking energy journal, because I think it's really valuable. I really do. It's a very unique way of tracking your time. I know that was one thing that I feel like I could have done differently at the very beginning of my business journey. But the time is now. The time is now. So I want to just simply say thank you for your support. Thank you for being here with me along this journey. Thank you for being here to hear the reality. This vulnerability thing, it's not easy. But I'm just very grateful and appreciative of where this has started, where this journey has begun. And I hope that there is some nuggets of information that can inspire you as well. I hope my story can inspire you to keep moving forward. And if you continue to have those persistent thoughts about an exact same idea that you had maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 1 year ago, don't dismiss that. Take that into account. Because again, it's a version of you, it's a higher essence of you that is wanting to shine through. It's wanting to come through. It's wanting to come out and be able to be the most authentic version of you. And so we can do this together. We can. And so what I ask of you now is to simply subscribe to the channel. Like this video, share it with anybody who may need to hear this story as well. Maybe it resonated with you in some way. Maybe you're in a corporate environment and it just no longer feels good. Listen to that. Listen to the messages of your body. And think about ways that you can start to have a more fulfilling life. And use your ability to have the choice and make the choices that are going to steer you in the direction to that joyfulness. That's all it takes is one thought. It takes one breath for you to change your entire state of being. Now let's do that together. I'll see you next time.